Three really smart people from different areas on the web have said the same thing about media and content consumption. Naval talks about it, Scott Galloway talks about it, and Oren Meets World talks about it. Using content to gain a following, to generate awareness, to get good at figuring out how to move media on the internet, and you can go one to many. So you can make one thing and hundreds of thousands of people can see that thing. They can now follow you if you can do it really well on a consistent basis. You stay top of mind for them, but then also other bigger brands or whatever it is are interested and want to partner with you when you've figured out a way how to monetize attention or even have attention. Like if you can take your phone and your ideas and whatever way you do it, get people interested in consistently following and interacting and engaging in what you're doing and do it on a big scale, which is what you can do with leverage in media, you can turn that into straight up huge opportunities. I think the reason to create content and figure that out is leverage. What if whatever you're doing right now, you had a platform that was hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands? It's a long-term play. If I've got 50,000 followers across different platforms and they're engaging and watching what I'm doing and I'm consistently publishing, you're damn right if I go into a meeting or something like that I'm going to sway, or people are going to look to me and ask, well, how do you do this? Or what do you think we should do? Especially if you're in the content game or working in social media, which is like so much of what the world is anyways. It's just a part of how we communicate. But just for yourself, figuring out how to write, how to script, how to create videos, how to edit, how to publish consistently, not only are those valuable skills, but it can turn into huge leverage that's going to pay off exponentially down the road. I lost 2 deals today. Gets back to me and he's like, hey, I'm just going to stick to my current routine. Now, what I'm going to say going forward, because I'm fucking pissed of losing deals for people when it's not about money. They're just afraid to make a commitment and make a change. You're going to be the same exact guy that you are today that frankly is like out of shape and lost when it comes to your fitness. Like what you're doing right now is not working. So what makes you think that you're going to go home and you're going to do this and it's going to be any better? 6 weeks from now, you're going to be the exact same guy that you are today, unless you make a commitment. Like life's about making commitments. You want to make anything happen in life, make a commitment, lean into it for 6 weeks and make a difference. Like invest in yourself. Shit. I did it for this video course. I was like, I'm not getting where I want to go. This seems like good enough value. I've seen enough of your sales and marketing materials. Like I've thought about this. I got the time to do it. Boom, pulled the trigger, made it happen. And I had a lot of success with it. And it was hard work. And I committed to it. And it's like, that's what it takes, yo. That's what it freaking takes. Fuck. I'm here with our ace studio manager, Bella, aka BMB, Big Money Bella. Bella, how long have you worked here?
Whoa, 4 months.
4 months. And what are 2 things you've learned?
I don't know where to start, honestly, on that one. I need to be more assertive. That was a big one for me, actually. I'd say that's more of a personality change that I actually learned in my time here. I'm usually a little bit soft-spoken. I try to sugarcoat things a little too much. And in my position, it presented a few challenges. So definitely just being as direct as possible, being mindful of how I would typically word it, but add in some more assertiveness is a big one for me.
I like that. That's good. What's number 2?
Time management. Oh my God. Yeah, that's a huge one, actually. The manager specifically, Cody, is definitely between reading books and discussing and meeting one-on-one. I have 180'd my time management skills. I am a criminal procrastinator, and I'm a perfectionist, and the two are just a lethal combo. So my time management skills have 180'd. Yeah.
Why do we call you Big Money Bella?
I close every single deal.
Shit's true though. Shit is true.
I'm not making that up.
No,
yeah.
she's lights out literally 100% on all of her closes. Having systems in place for quality control makes a difference. We've got these appointment checkouts that we're supposed to do at the end of each month, where if you're a personal training client, you book your appointment, then you have to check off your appointment when you actually show up. And if people don't check off, or a front desk doesn't check off those appointments, then that person who is a personal training client gets that
session for free, essentially. And that snowballs into a whole bunch of other, things that we don't want to have happen because we don't want it to build up. Folks forget to do their job, or maybe a front desk isn't working that shift. And so we've got the managers that are supposed to come over the top and be able to double check that. But now me as a regional manager, I have to make sure that the managers are doing their job. So either I've got some redundancies here and not a tight enough system where I'm having to do extra manual work, or frankly, it might just be part of the business. Like there's just some things that you have to manually do, and I didn't get around to it. I finally come back and I look at it and I'm like, all right, well, 2 of the 3 locations have gotten it correct and 1 location doesn't have it correct. So I guess the punchline of this is I've got mile markers and project reminders in Asana, and I just have to go in and actually do that work. But vocalizing this now out loud here, I think what I'm really good at is building the system and putting it in place, but I don't like going back and doing these sorts of things because it just takes up a lot of the admin work, a lot of mental bandwidth. So probably what I should be doing is building the system, making very clear instructions on what to do from a studio manager standpoint, but also like a regional manager standpoint on how you go and you kind of clean these things up. And then hire a virtual assistant to be able to knock out a lot of these admin things that are taking me a lot of time. So I can just come in and I can pop in and boom, I can see it. Because unfortunately, we have too many softwares that are talking to each other to be able to just click a button and have a very simple report to look at. That there is just some customization manual work that has to go into being able to pull all this data together. It's just something I'm dealing with right now. I'm just kind of like frustrated with it, but I'm like, you know what? I'm glad I set those things up. I'm glad I have some of those systems to be able to catch some of these things, because if I don't do them, they slip through the cracks.